All right, everybody. So Drake went on tour in 2012 for the Club Paradise tour. February 14th, 2012, he went on tour. This is early years. And on that tour, he fought to bring Kendrick Lamar with him on tour. Boom. Kendrick Lamar and ASAP in 2012. Now, I don't know what happened from 2012 to 2013, but I'm guessing their friendship probably grew, right? So, 2013 came around, Big Sean drops the Control featuring Kendrick Lamar. And this happens on August 14th, 2013. So it's worth noting that this verse was crazy in itself because it had every MC going to their writing pad, writing verses, writing rhymes to get ready to send a response back to Kendrick. Like the whole rap game was in the frenzy. In that verse, he mentioned Drake, J. Cole, like a few people, right? He mentioned a few people, but he told them, he got love for them, but they should know what time it is. This is hip hop. So basically, he's saying, let's get the rapping. Let's get the rapping. F all that friendship. Let's get the rapping. Well, I guess some people didn't like that because right after the Control verse, a month later, Drake goes to Power 106 in LA. He goes to the radio station and they ask him about his reaction about it.
And as like the rest of the world is with that record, like I think it came and it went, you know what I mean? And not to discredit it, like it was a good moment, but at the end of the day, it's just like, it was like one of those sort of like fleeting, like Twitter frenzies that like, it was cool for what it was, and I'm just into making like, my thing is like, I like lasting power, that's my thing. I want you to still be listening to this album, in the summer or, next year, where I want this to stay in your car, stay on your mind. It's like not even about the music, you know what I mean? It wasn't even about like the content of it. It just seemed to be about like, all the and all the talking at the time, and now everybody's like over it. Nobody plays it. It's just like whatever.
But I think that's because it wasn't a single, and it did what it was meant to. It had people listening to lyrics and excited about hip hop.
And you and Kendrick are good as far as like the albums and doing records with each other. Did that kind of, when you heard your name, did you feel like, man, like that was kind of disrespectful? Or did you feel like, our names were just kind of thrown in there and it was?
I feel like he made a decision, you know what I'm saying? And it was a decision to make. He was like, man, I'm either going to go for this moment because I know it's going to be a big moment, or I'm going to like take heed to the fact that I have real relationships and I'm going to like not do that. Cause like, I'll be real. Like I've thought of doing that before. I thought like, man, it would be crazy if I just went off on everybody, but it's just kind of like, where does it really get me? Then what? Then every time I rap, people are going to expect me to be confrontational. And when I'm not, then it's not entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like, it kind of puts you in a box a bit. So
I don't think that put Kendrick in a box.
I don't know if I necessarily respect it. We all make decisions. I'm sure he'll be good. He's talented as you know what I'm saying? He's going to have another album and another opportunity to take the world by storm. So he'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't feature, any of the names that he mentioned, which it probably won't, to be honest with you. I don't know who's going to go back from that and be like, yeah, let's do that. Let's link up and nah.
Man, it's safe to say that nigga Drake was tight as hell. He was upset as hell. I felt like he felt like his friendship was better than that, and Kendrick Lamar should have respected friendship. But peep game, y'all. Drake says, I know that verse had no malice behind it because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love. All love. He didn't come on. He didn't come on there and say, "Wow, I'm in New York. Fuck everybody. Don't look at me." It was one of those things. I almost wish he had come in there on that shit because I kind of lost a little respect for the sentiment of the verse. If it's really fuck everybody, then it needs to be fuck everybody. It can't be halfway for the sake of the people. Boy, that nigga Drake is tight as hell. Kendrick dubbed the shit out of him, and this man took it. Drake took that personal. And ever since then, it has been smoke with each other. Ever since then, it has been smoke with each other. Now, peep game. Drake did this interview September 24th, 2013. If you're a Drake fan, what else happened on that same day? Drake drops Nothing Was the Same. September 24th. Like, what are the coincidences? That's crazy, right? Pay attention to the timeline. A month later, the BET Hip Hop Awards happened. October 15th, 2013. Wow, like, these events are happening back to back, everybody. Back to back. And in this verse, Kendrick Lamar says, on his cipher, Kendrick Lamar says, "What are we doing? I'm about to crack the Da Vinci Code." Yeah, and nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Pow pow, shots fired. Now it look like to me these two now are in beef mode. They are throwing shots at each other left and right, year after year. Whenever the album dropping, I guarantee. I'm not doing the research, but I'm guaranteed they are dropping subs to each other ever since the Control verse happened. If you look at it, every time Drake drops, I bet you he talking stuff about Kendrick in every album. And likewise, I feel like Kendrick throwing shots right back at him. Because right after this happens, right after 2013, a couple years later, 2015, February 13, Drake drops. If you read this, it's too late. Now, I don't know the ins and outs about what happened during this time, but we can be safe to say some stuff leaked. Some stuff leaked and somebody heard it because a month later, right after Drake drops, March 15th, Kendrick drops To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly. Right after Drake drops, Kendrick drops. Coincidence? I don't know. But if you're still here, thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate it. Be in the comments. Communicate with me, y'all. We need to talk. Communicate. I ain't tripping. On King Kunta, Kendrick says, I got a bone to pick. I don't want you monkey mouth motherfuckers sitting on my throne again. Right? But pay attention to this part. He says, true friends. One question. True friends. Keep that right here. True friends. Verse 1, Kendrick says, the yam is the power that be. You can smell it when I'm walking down the street. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, right. I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghostwriter? What the fuck happened? Oh, no. I swear I wouldn't tell. But most of y'all sharing bars like you got the bottom bunk in a two-man cell. Now that might win over it might win over your head, but everybody knew who he was talking about. But a month later, why are you saying this, Kendrick? Because I'm pretty sure you and Drake haven't been talking. So how'd you get this information? Who told you about that boy? Because his album just dropped. And coincidentally, right when that verse dropped, apparently Kendrick got informed of Drake ghostwriting. Because that turned into how Drake and Meek Mill beef started. When Meek Mill started talking about how Drake got ghostwriters. And that's when him and Drake got into it. Crazy, right? Kendrick started something. I don't know if it's Kendrick. I don't want to put that blame on him. But things went left and it started declining. Like, come on now. So I figure at this time, if Drake animosity toward Kendrick is rising. I feel like it just rose. Because come on now. You gotta address ghostwriting rumors? Like, I'll be tight too if somebody starts saying I got ghostwriters all of a sudden. So years go by. Now it's October 6, 2023, and Drake drops For All the Dogs featuring all these people names. I ain't gonna read them all, but one in specifically who we should pay attention to is J. Cole. Jermaine Cole. Jermaine, why you on here, Jermaine? Because on March 22nd, 2022, you went and dropped Heaven's EP. And in Heaven EP, you said, some people say I'm running third. They threw the bronze at me behind Drake and Dot. Yeah, them niggas superstars to me. So you gave the credit to Kendrick and Drake, saying, "Yeah, you kind of letting people know you're third. You're third behind Drake and Kendrick. Why did you get on an album in October 6, 2023 on a song called First Person Shooter? Like, what happened on tour with Drake that you decided to be on his side? I'm not saying you're wrong, but something happened because you just was giving praise to him, and now you're taking shots. You know he's taking shots. Listen up.